All right, we're back, people. Sorry for that. We had some restream issues. They had to basically kick us out, so I had to like restart and whatever. So I know we were talking about the Eagles and Rams game, and we know the Eagles won 28-22, which sets them up for the NFC Championship game for today. And then, of course, the night game ended up being the game that a lot of people had a lot of contention about was the Buffalo Bills and the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens, and that one kind of hurt me a little bit because we all kind of was pulling for the Ravens because I thought really felt like the Ravens was like the better team, and I felt like they defense, offense, all of the, Derrick Henry having a remarkable season that he's having. I kind of felt like they were the better team, and I think it was all right there. But again, turnovers. Lamar threw an early interception, um, and I don't. I think that I don't think the interception hurt him. It just took away a possession that they were driving on. And then later, on a couple of possessions later, he got pressured and he kind of tried to run with it, and the ball when he tried to rebalance himself, he lost the football, and Von Miller. I thought he was going to run it back for a touchdown, but then I remembered that's Von Miller. He's not running that back for a touchdown, and they stopped him. And I think they held him to a field goal there, but that's points, you know. And we know it came down to um, second half, fourth quarter, about 8 minutes to go. Uh, Mark Andrews, who a lot of people right now really coming at Mark Andrews, man, took a little third down pass across the middle, got the first down, tried to break back across the field for more yardage, and Benson knocked the ball right out of his hands, man. And we said it's like, man, it really was nowhere for him to go, and with the conditions being what they were, I just couldn't see why you would try to like fight upstream like that to try, in those conditions. You get what you can get down, and because it's the ball slick, it's snow on the ground, it's ice on the ground, the ball's got precipitation on it. You don't have the same level of ball security that you would normally have, and I just wouldn't have tempted fate there because the most he might have gotten a yard or two, maybe, because it really wasn't no, and you really can't, you're running on ice, you know. And I thought that, and then they were able to drive that down, get a field goal instead of, and with the Ravens could have gone, and they were down 5, that made them go up 8, and so now they needed to come down. They got a touchdown, a nice 24-yard touchdown pass from Lamar to Isaiah Likely. I mean, that was a brilliant pass. Timing was perfect, and he threw it before he had broken open, and I mean, it was just perfect. And then all we needed was a 2-point conversion, and they ran that little sprint right draw play. Sprint right receiver, or this case the tight end, kind of fades to the corner. He's wide open. Ball hits him right in the hands, bounces up against his face mask and down to the ground. Incomplete. And that was essentially the ball game. It came down to that, and they won 27-25. The 2 turnovers hurt, the fumble, the interception, I think it was 3 turnovers they had. I think they had the fumble by Lamar, the interception by Lamar, and the fumble by Mark Andrews. And you could almost say that the drop pass in the 2-point conversion is almost like a turnover. And we found in these playoffs, I didn't think Josh Allen played one of his better games. I thought he played an efficient game. I thought he had a play where he could have pitched it and decided not to, and which probably would have been a turnover. And I think he may have thought better of it. He just played an efficient game. He didn't do anything. I think James Cook probably rushed for more yards than I thought he probably could have, should have, considering that was the Ravens defense. That's just a tough loss to stomach if you're the Ravens, because it's like, they've kind of felt like they had unfinished business from last year. Man, if we get another crack at this thing, we're gonna do this thing, and just weren't able to get it done. And so this is a game that have you with more questions than answers. But this was a tough loss for the Ravens. What you got to say on that? We're gonna go into the game for tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, man. We talked about it last week. Just disappointing. The Ravens and anybody that was in support of the Ravens. You know, no need to pile on Mark Andrews. We all know he dropped that ball. He made some mistakes down the stretch of the game. Um, I mean, if his own teammates, if his own organization is backing him, and they're not piling on, and why would I? Uh, we all saw it, so it's unfortunate that happened. But shout out to the Bills. I mean, Josh played not to lose and trusted that that method would ultimately give them a win, down the stretch. So I would have liked to see Mark catch that ball and go into overtime. And now let's really see, you know, Josh and Lamar go toe to toe, you know, play for play in a do or die scenario. But we didn't get that.
Didn't
So
get it.
Josh Allen was able to get out of there with that efficient performance that he put up. And turnovers, 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 turnovers.
Turnovers is the name of the game.
You see it, man. It changes the whole temperament of a game. So that's only amplified in the playoff setting. So there you go. Lions turned the ball over a lot. They lost the game. Ravens turned the ball over a couple of times more than the Bills. They lost the game. So there you go. Ultimate equalizer. Ravens got to go somehow go, draw from that well again. I think, I would think, I'm going to say I would think, I would assume that's very hard to do. Um, just because they're a team that feels like they're right there, and every time they're not getting over that hump. So they'll have to go in the off season again, draw from that well, get fired up again as a unit. A couple of changes, I suspect, with roster wise, and just try to go at it again, man. End of the day, eight is one of the best players in the league. So um, every year you got him in his prime, you got to find the motivation somewhere because you got a chance. So they'll have to they'll have to do that and come back stronger next year, man. And I think they will. But they'll just be, at this point they're a team that's earned their own reputation. It's not the best reputation, but they've earned it. Where whatever they do in the regular season next year, that's cool, man. But we'll all be waiting in January.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be waiting on. We'll be definitely be waiting on. But anyway, that puts the book on the divisional round. So that sets the stage for tomorrow's games. You got the early game. Let me put my captions back on. Kind of out of out of sorts, man. My things are I didn't even have that one up. Why would it pick that one? Things is crazy. All right, let's see here. Mm-mm. Yeah, here we go. All right, I put the right crawl on there. I don't know how that one got up there, but anyway. So we got the game tomorrow. Fox has the early game 2 o'clock. You got the Commanders traveling to Lincoln Financial Field to take on the Eagles. Eagles are favored by 6.5. Some notables. I did have an injury report. Well, I don't know what happened to it. I had it up there.
Pick it up myself.
Yeah, I know. I know Deron. I know just from memory. I know Deron Payne, that defensive end for the Commanders, is out, and I know Byron Young. I think that's his name. Defensive lineman for the Eagles is out. Um, and so, other than that, I know it's not listed on the injury report, but um, Jalen Hurts has not really played like himself last like couple of games. Luckily, they got number 26 to hand the ball off to, and he took a pretty bad fall in the game in the championship divisional game where he got tackled and got his leg bent up underneath him, and I think he'll be wearing a knee brace. So that's something that bears paying attention to because certainly you would think that that would maybe limit his mobility to a certain level, and that could something that could possibly play a role in tomorrow's game and everything. The Commanders basically coming in there with house money, nothing to lose. They weren't supposed to be there. A lot of people didn't even have them beating the Buccaneers. And here they are finding themselves new coach, new head coach, new quarterback, new GM, new owner, whole fresh coat of new paint on everything, and they find themselves in the Eastern Conference. I keep wanting to call it in the NFC Championship game. Can't say enough about the job that Dan Quinn has done, Jaden Daniels has done, and the and how and I think enough has not been said by how I know that Jaden Daniels is a rookie, but his calmness under pressure, how his blood pressure never seems to rise above, you know, just above like waking up from a nap level. And he just does what he does, man. And I think that's one of the things that I think you need to have that sort of calmness to be able to do, that and whatnot. But you didn't want to hear all that jibber jabber. You want to hear a pick. Look, man,
Yeah.
I would love to see the Commanders go into there and just win and do that and just do them in. I'd love to see that because what I feel like F Philly. I'm like that. Uh, you know, uh, I'm like that. It's like you would, Buck Foster. You know,
Yeah.
uh,
I
yeah,
get you.
I'm like that with the Eagles. That's just the way it is, right? So,
Mhm.
but I kind of feel like that the Eagles are gonna, and as much as I hate to say it, the Eagles are probably gonna be in the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna pick the Eagles, but it would do my heart good to see the Commanders go into there. There's some Indian tribe people that really want that Redskins name back. They want that logo back on the helmets. I was reading it earlier today. But until then, they're the Commanders, and we're gonna call them as such. It would do me good to see them to win that, and get to the Super Bowl, instead of the Eagles. Anybody but Eagles, ABE. Uh, so I'm taking the Eagles, but I'd love to be wrong.
I mean, that's interesting to me because I would think you wouldn't have a good time regardless. That's an NFC East
Oh, I don't
home.
like either one of them. It's like
Yeah.
the lesser of two evils, man.
Well, the thing is, man, it appears, and it may be some gamesmanship going on, but it appears that Jalen will be hobbled. Um, I think we all knew he wouldn't be 100%, but it seems like the injury will affect his play tomorrow. So I got to think that matters because I got to feel like the Eagles' defense has really found itself, and according to some metrics, it's the best defense in the league in some certain respects.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
they they've really come around, and you know, shout out to Jaden and winning those two games, and it's impressive. But make no mistake, this is your challenge right here. And these guys have seen you twice
Oh yeah.
already this year, and they're not going to flinch. They got the personnel, and they're not going to flinch at what Jaden does well. So I love the style clash. I'm not a huge fan of like a divisional conference championship, but with him being a rookie, it's like it's still kind of like a new type of thing between him and the Eagles. It's not like he's been in the league years, and so it's like okay, well, there's still some intrigue to it. The fact that he's a rookie has a chance to do something historic, going up against a team who's still in their first year, betting him out, seeing what he's about. Um, I like that aspect of it. Uh, I love to see him make history, you know, and be the first rookie quarterback to go to the Super Bowl. Be a great story. Um, and he's a talented dude. So that whole organization's rallying around him. You like love to see that, especially from, to be blunt, especially from his demographic. So um I hope he can stay in one piece, man. He's always getting violently hit at times. So, I hope he don't run into Jalen Carter at the wrong time tomorrow.
Mm.
Uh, but the conventional thing is just to pick the Eagles because even if with Jalen Hurts hobbled, you figure you can always tuck the ball in the gut of 26 and figure it out. And that's been the formula. Been successful. It's got him there. Um, I am intrigued by Marshawn Lattimore on the outside, a big physical corner who's gonna match the physicality of AJ Brown. That does intrigue me in terms of just trying to equalize the strength that the Eagles have. Um, whatever the spread is, I think it'll be closer. I think it'll be a close game, and I do think Washington
Maybe
can
about
win this game.
6.5.
Yeah, I think Washington. The fact that I do think Washington can win this game legitimately. Um, Obviously I would cover the spread, so I'd say I'm getting the urge to just go ahead and be a contrarian on this one and just kind of go the other way. Um, so I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just go Washington. I'm going Washington, so we can clash a little bit.
Okay. See if I can find my thing here. I'm trying to figure this thing out here. Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna do this like that. Then we clash on that one and leave it to TK to bring up the matchup. Like Lattimore versus AJ Brown, that sort of thing. I'd almost also like to bring up a matchup too. Saquon Barkley against Bobby Wagner. That's going to
Yeah,
be a match. That's
well, I think it is a matchup, but I mean Saquon's been running through everybody, so regardless of what happens tomorrow, I think Saquon is going to be fine. But if Washington is able to adjust and just challenge Jalen Hurts to make plays down the field, I would like to see if he's healthy enough to step up to that challenge tomorrow. So we'll see, man. I
see.
expect a good game. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and go on the other side of it and just see what happens.
All right. He's the contrarian, and he's gonna go opposite. I really wanted to do that, but man, I got baptized the first week of playoffs, going pulling with hunches instead of going with the actual matrices. I went the other way and got baptized. Would I go 1-5? So I'm like, I ain't doing that no more. No more. No more. Not doing that no more.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, doing that no more, man. So I'm gonna go Philly, and like I said, I would like to go that way with the Commanders, but I just can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right, man. And so that if that doesn't whet your appetite, then you know that it's about 5 o'clock on. I want to say that CBS. No, yeah, CBS Paramount, 5:30 p.m. You got the Buffalo Bills traveling to Jihad Stadium at Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs and number 15 in all of his like three-peat glory. That's what he's doing right now. He's in three-peat mode. He's
Mhm.
um Buffalo coming off of that thrilling win over Baltimore, comes into here with full of confidence because they felt like, yeah, we've gone to Arrowhead or Jihad Stadium and beaten them before, beaten them there last year, and then beat them in our stadium this year. But the last two times they played them in the playoffs, I'm gonna go ahead and do this here. Last time they played them in the playoffs. So, so they come into their thing. They feel like they can play with Kansas City. They feel like Josh feels like he can look Pat Mahomes eye to eye and can play him, match him throw for throw, big play for big play. They coming in there with a lot of confidence, like I said before. The Chiefs, look, man, I just think that to a certain degree, the Chiefs kind of you hate to say like a team can hit a switch because they like to say, oh yeah, they're gonna hit the switch because a lot of times they say, okay, you play the game to hit the switch, you go to hit that switch and don't nothing happen. But I found that the Chiefs seem to be, when I've watched them in the playoffs, because I was kind of concerned about them last week. I picked them to win last week when they played the Texans, but I thought like maybe they might be a tad rusty coming to that game, having not played in a meaningful game since Christmas. Uh, you know, so but the Chiefs have a way of really hitting the switch and turning it up. Okay, we're in playoff mode now. Okay,
Yeah,
we zero dark 30 now. We're in that mode, and nothing can be more evident of that is that the game of Travis Kelce. Of course, that Patrick Mahomes is just Patrick Mahomes. So again, you didn't call me here, tune on here to hear that jibber jabber. You didn't call for that. You want me to pick. You want me to pick the game. Okay, man. Everything in me is telling me Buffalo gonna upset them tomorrow, man. Everything in me is telling me Buffalo's going to upset them because it's
mm,
like, if it's not now, then when?
I said that last
And
year.
I did, and what did I say? I would never do it again.
Sound like you about to do it again.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna
Hey,
continue to pick. I'm gonna continue to pick Pat until Pat do me wrong. I'm gonna.
at this time of the year, he ain't
I'm
did
gonna.
it yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to pick Pat until Pat, because I was like, you know what, man, I done put my hand on that stove one time too many and turned around and my fingerprints was burnt off. Not doing that no more. Okay, I done got burnt before, so um, I'm gonna go with Pat. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, and I think that they're gonna win, and they're gonna go to their third consecutive Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and I don't know how they get it done, but they get it done. I got the Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 2.5, which is basically a toss up because you get 3 points for playing at home. I got the Chiefs by a field goal late in the game, and they win and they go on to the Super Bowl, which was set up an Eagles Chiefs rematch. Boom, there it is. What you got to say, TK?
It's Pat all day, man. Pat is inevitable. The Chiefs are inevitable. So, you know, I won't argue with nobody that say that the zebras is on their side. I won't argue that. But in addition to that, that dude is like that. Let's not get it twisted. Could there be a league push behind him that calls seem to go his way? I'm not disputing that. I don't. When that talk starts to become like, oh, Pat needs a crutch, is where it's like, yeah, that dude like that, man. That dude
You
can
don't
get
need
it
no
done.
crutch.
So in the spirit of that, man, I'm not picking against Pat tomorrow. I have no reason to in my mind. I do know Josh Allen can make all the throws. He can go play for play with Pat. He's done it before. He'll be up for that challenge tomorrow. I don't doubt that either. And we could get a classic game out of them too. But in terms of who I think is going to come out of that clash, Pat, Pat
All
all day,
right.
man. So
All right, man.
we got
Hey,
patting
peace.
the Commanders, man.
Okay. So you got the Commanders and the Chiefs and the Commanders, however which way you want to do it. And I got the Eagles and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, in which we'll see how that goes. We'll be back here at some point next Saturday, and we'll talk about it again and see which way we think that particular matchup, however way it goes, which way it'll go in that particular game. But it should be a wonderful game, both games tomorrow, and I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy them. And while we still got them, because after that, you got one game left. It's a wrap.
Well,
It's a
hey,
wrap.
man, I think. Well, I definitely think we both got the Chiefs, man. So if we around this time tomorrow and the Chiefs got it done, I think we for sure getting a Patrick Jeffrey Jordan come February 9th. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And who knows, man? If the games end early enough, man, and I'm feeling up to it, man. I ain't promising none of y'all nothing, but no, we might get on here and do a little nightcap review of both games. We might just do that. I don't know, man. We'll see. I ain't making no
yeah.
promises because sometimes I'm gonna tell you something. After them evening games, boy, your boy be wanting a nap. So when you get my age, nap time is kind of like an important thing. It's almost like you were like a toddler. You got to have your naps, man. So uh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Ain't making no promises, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And as we close out the video, I just want to get your reaction to. I know we talked about it on our own, after the game, and we picked the game. When I was wrong, you got me again on the championship game Monday night, where the Ohio State Buckeyes are the reigning NCAA football champions of this new playoff, 12-team playoff uh, uh, package that they've got now. And they've won 34-23. I think that was the final score. Kicked a late field goal and set up by a 3rd and 11, like 42-yard bomb to Jeremiah Smith, single coverage, all out blitz. And I think Al Golden, who's the defensive coordinator of Notre Dame, calmly called that all out blitz and went on and took the defensive coordinator's job at the Bengals because that's what he
Hey,
did. That's,
man,
that's
I
essentially what he
say this,
did.
man. I say this, man. I don't think, and it's easy to look at it how we look at it in hindsight, but in the moment, man, all out blitz, put all the pressure on Will Howard.
He made it through.
Yeah, I didn't mind that, but he stepped up and he did the one thing that you should do in that scenario, and is throw it up to four and feel good about it. So that's what he
Yeah,
did, and four made the play because that's what he does. So
right, right.
yeah, man.
And
Um,
a lot of people was giving number 29. I can't think of that cornerback's name. Said, why is he not closer to him? Because he has no help. He has to kind of play that to the inside because he has no help in the middle of the field. So if Jeremiah Smith takes a stutter step and swim moves him and cuts over to the middle, he's wide open in the middle of the field for a touchdown. So it's like I kind of got to play it halfway. If you notice on the release, he kind of baits toward the middle of the field running side by side with him, but towards the middle, but he ain't got no help in him. Now, if he got a safety back there, I can stay lock and step with him, you know. But he did, that was the play. We're gonna go all out blitz. We're gonna go, cover zero. Ain't that what they call that? And that dude is that dude. Number 4 is that dude. So Ohio State
yeah,
wins that, but I'm not going to take anything away from Notre Dame. What's his name? Riley Leonard played a gutsy game, man. He played a gutsy
yeah,
game.
definitely
Um,
did.
and I picked Notre Dame. They did not disappoint me. Like I said, if that 3rd down and 11 had went differently, had they did a different coverage, maybe, and they force a 3-and-out on that play, who knows, man? Maybe Notre Dame scores and get the 2-point conversion. We go to overtime. We'll never know because number 4 made the play. Number 4 made the play. So Hats off to um, what's the quarterback's name? Name just left me.
Will Howard.
Will Allen, Will Howard, excuse me, who's kind of been the guy that everybody's like, yeah, that's the kind of the equalizer for the Ohio State Buckeyes, because they got kind of like almost got superstars at every level. Got uh, one of the offensive linemen who would have been like a top 5 pick. I think he's got an ACL. I think his name is it Collins? That's not Collins. I can't think of his last name. It'll come to me in a minute. And then, of course, they got the Junkins Henderson 1-2 running back combo. And, of course, you got Ibuka and Jeremiah Smith. And Tate kind of made a nice representation of himself in these playoffs. And so they've got like a star-studded lineup right across there. But the thing was, can Will Howard take advantage of that, or would he be the reason that they don't win because he, at times is basically just a dude back there playing quarterback. But he was big. I think he hit like his first 16 or 17 throws, and you knew it was going to be a good night for him. So shouts out to him and hats off to him for doing what he needed to do in that game. And I think he might have been whatever bowl that was. It wasn't the Peach Bowl. Was it the Peach Bowl? What are they calling that? What was that? It just.
I have no idea what bowl it
But
was.
he was the MVP. I'm guessing he was the MVP because I kind of didn't stay around to see the crowd and everything because I was disgusted. I don't like Ohio State, so I was like, whatever. So, but Will Howard, he probably should have gotten the most valuable player for that. So college football is in the books. Ohio State is your champion. Moving on to 2025. So we'll see what happens with that. So that being said, man, that takes us to the end of our TK Uncle Fred pick'em for the conference championship week. Any parting words, TK? Anything you want to say? Any words of wisdom of anything that ooze from your lips today?
No, man. I'm same every week, man. Uh, you know, another week down. Got what? Tomorrow's games, and then we got the big one, and we out. So, almost out of here, man. Let's just enjoy them day by day.
That's it. That's all you can do, man. Enjoy them day by day while you got them, man. While you got them. All right, man. Well, that's it, man. We're gonna end this thing, man. And like we say all the time, man, please like, comment, subscribe. Uncle Fred Sports Experience. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. And we'll catch you guys at some point. Not gonna commit to any particular time, but we'll be back on here at some point next Saturday with our prediction for the Super Bowl. Which maybe we might know because the Super Bowl, right? It's 2 weeks
Yeah, we got a
off, right?
weekend
So
between, so yeah.
I don't know, man. From something, I don't know. Dude, we might not. No, don't hold us to that. We might do something. It's like just like don't hold us to the Mars doing a nightcap. Don't hold us to that. We may not. We'll just see. But anyway, man, like I said, hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. For TK, this is Uncle Fred signing off.
Two times on the beat, bitch.